For more information on my programs, please visit masajady.com. That's MASSAJADY.com.
This is Wisdom for the 21 Days Energy Update. So again, kick back, relax, get comfortable. As a note, this is copyrighted, so you can't take any of this out of content unless authorized. I'm just tapping into the group, seeing what we need. Alrighty. Again, it's July. So, and what the energy update is, I go over what transpired on the July 21 day. What I saw people go through, where they are, which is really cool. And then what's coming up for August, not just on the 21 days, but overall. Give you a read on what's happening with, the economy, finances, the world, and so on, like that. And then whatever might be coming up for as far as events, and then whatever your needs are as I tap into the group. Obviously not at an individual level, but then at a group level. So we'll just jump right in. It's very interesting as my abilities get more mainstream, I guess you could call it, kind of moving away from, say, the spiritual aspect. And I never was that much that spiritual or that religious, although some of the things, a lot of the things that I talk about, bring individuals to that higher, say, spiritual value, or it's the most spiritual experience that people have had, no matter what they've tried in the past. And the reason for that is that it's not about religion, or it's not about spirituality, or it's not about anything like that. Literally, it's about you finding yourself. That's what religion or spirituality or spiritual movements or anything like that, yoga and so on, that's what they're supposed to do, right? You're supposed to identify who you are at a higher level. Hence, that's that spiritual euphoria that people seek. And people have been seeking it in many different ways over the centuries, since the dawn of time. Actually, since the dawn of man. Since the dawn of time, and then as man came about, brought that process into maybe a higher level. You might wonder what that means. Since the dawn of time, we've been seeking again that euphoria. Well, that's that one in religion where they go, the original sin again dropping out right from heaven down here. And it's not about dropping out of heaven. It's just about dropping into time and space. So you're off mark, the original sin. So ever since then, ever since the beginning of time, and again, spirits have created space-time. Spirits have created this reality, the world as we know it. It's got nothing to do with God, although God, or pure source, has given us, say, the tools, the resources, the wherewithal, but then we get to create any way that we'd like. And over, millions or billions of years, however the Earth is, however old the Earth is, we figured out, say, an atmosphere that works well to create physical density that we call life forms here. So again, ever since the beginning of time, we've tried to, say, understand who we are as a reflection of who we are, because that's the best way to see ourselves, right? We need a comparison or in the world of duality to understand who we are. If we didn't have that duality, in this realm, we would not understand who we are at a spirit level. And one might go, well, why would you need that if you're at spirit level, right? You're a spirit and you're all good and everything. Why would you need to come down? Because it allows you to even ascend higher from a spirit level. It's like a boomerang effect or a multiplier. As you come into physical density, physical form, and you start to understand, or you start to realize who you are, who your potential is, it gives you that euphoric feeling that we're all seeking. That's just a byproduct, because as you say, cross over again, it catapults you into, say, the higher realms of spirit levels. Much, much higher than if you could do that, say, on your own. So basically, yes, you did drop down, and now you're setting back much, much higher than what we were at spirit level before we came into space-time. So that's, say, the purpose. That's the underlying purpose of anything and everything that we do. Nothing else is needed here. And that might sound out there, and that might not be, say, important to you. But if you really think about it, it really puts things in perspective on why you are here. It's not about slaving away. It's not about prostituting yourself 8, 10, 12 hours a day. It's not about being abused. It's not about learning anything. It's got nothing to do with any of that stuff. That religion, spirituality, society, or things, presences, control sources, or anything out there or here, anything out there, I mean, on non-physical or physical beings here, again, it's got nothing to do with anything that we think it is. It's just totally, absolutely understanding who we are as a reflection of how brilliant we are. Okay? Not exactly sure how I got into that topic, but it just seems like as we awaken, we're awakening, not just because I'm here, although, say, I'm one of those pioneers that, say, are ushering in a new paradigm, a new reality. There seems to be 4 other, say, pioneers that will usher in a new reality. So those would be, say, somebody in technology or somebody in energy, somebody political system, somebody in the finances and so on like that. A paradigm, a person, or a new event, or a new infrastructure on bringing in, say, like Bitcoin. It's a whole different way of looking at money systems. It's a whole different way of looking at exchange. There's no corruption. Well, I'm sure somebody will find it, but it's a lot less corruption because there's no like central bank. Everybody has access to all the information. Hence, that's what the reality, or that's what the world that we're going towards. Right? There is not going to be, say, one single source that controls most or all. So with that in mind, what does that have to do with you? That has everything to do with you, again, because you get to, and many people say, shy away from it. So the reason why it's got everything to do with you is because you can't shirk responsibility off to somebody else. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame society. You can't blame the economy. You can't blame the political system, although they might be at fault. It's not the point. Bottom line is that you, as an individual, as a spirit being, are responsible at all times for who, what, and how awakened you are. And no matter whose fault it is, right? You get burdened by other people's distortions. So this is a time of awakening, and as again, it's not just me that comes in. It's not my idea. Again, although those pioneers that'll bring that up.
For more information on my programs, please visit masajadi.com. That's MASSAJADY.com.